Today, I'm going to talk about what cards and boxes I am purchasing right now. These are the investments I am making, and I hope they're going to give you some insight into maybe what you should be buying and maybe what the market is doing right now. I'm going to get into this right away. No dilly-dallying. Let's get it. The first item we got is the Pokemon 151 Booster Bundle display case. I bought this for around $600 USD or maybe 920 Canadian. This box is an absolute minty perfect condition. I don't know if you can see that, but this box looks beautiful. And honestly, it is an amazing display piece as well. If I had this in my collection, let's say you put it down there, that looks beautiful. I love that. And I do believe that Pokemon 51 is one of the GOATs of the Scarlet and Violet era, and it will remain that way for a very, very long time. I mean, it's a 2-year-old set. Think about this. This set, it feels like it's only been here for like a year, but it is a 2-year-old set, and reprints are really, really not going to happen again. We do have reprint confirmed for 151 and Prismatic Evolutions, but that will be very short-lived, and I really don't think that the reprints will do anything. So I still believe that Pokemon 151 is an amazing pickup, and if you can, I would definitely get my hands on some of these. Next up, we have the Pokemon 151 PC ETB, and we even got a little case for this. I don't know if you can see, but we got this in a little bit of a case that is so cool. We actually traded for this item. We traded a Scarlet and Violet PC ETB set. So that's the basically Crydon and the Miraidon one. That is these two right here. We traded that for this PC ETB, and this is by far the most expensive PC ETB out there at the moment. Prismatic is nowhere close, neither is Obsidian Flames, and for good reason. This is one of the most sought after sets in history, and I do believe it's going to stay that way for a while and be one of the ultimate greatest sets. Of course, just like Pokemon 151 booster bundles, I am all over this set, and I just need more of it in my collection. We also picked up a PC ETB of Stellar Crown and a PC ETB of Twilight Masquerade. Funny enough, I don't have these guys in my collection, so I decided to finally jump the gun and purchase one of these because in the long run, I want a PC ETB of every single Scarlet and Violet set. And it's actually not even that hard because look, there are maybe going to be 14 sets in total. But think about it like this. You're going to buy every single one at MSRP. I mean, you can no longer do that, but I tried to buy every single one at MSRP from the Pokemon Center. And yes, I missed a few. These are two that I missed, and I'm so happy to now have it in my collection. What I did to get these was actually I traded my SV Pokemon Center ETBs. I traded one of those as well as some cash for both of these, and I got an amazing deal in my opinion. And finally, we have Journey Together Pokemon Center ETBs. I absolutely love Journey Together as a set, and I think this is one of the most beautiful boxes we've ever gotten. The colors on it are just absolutely insane, and Zoroark and Zoro are two of my favorite Pokemon. They actually are my favorite Pokemon of all time, as well as N being my favorite trainer. Also, these are pretty affordable for what they are right now. They absolutely crashed after it came out. It was like $400, but now it's only about $130 to $160. So I do think this is an amazing pickup, considering that everything else in the SV era is around the same price for PC ETBs. So I do think this is a great pickup, and also will be looked at a little differently because Destined Rivals is like the newest, greatest, best set and hasn't even come out yet. So people are already saving their money for this. And Journey Together, we know, is going to have a much lower print run than a lot of the Scarlet and Violet sets we've gotten so far. So it's going to be one that I think people are going to desire a lot more because of its scarcity. Now, those are the boxes I bought, and you can see that there are no Scarlet and Violet booster boxes or booster boxes at all. And in addition, there are actually no singles that I bought. Why is this? Well, right now in the market, I feel like we can actually tell that a lot of singles are crashing. You can look at the top singles, Mew, Charizard. You can see that even just the SIRs from the most recent sets, especially Journey Together, that's crashing. Anything from basically any set you can look at right now in the Scarlet and Violet era and the Sword and Shield era, even things like Umbreon, Blaziken, Rayquaza, those cards are going down up to 20% right now. So I'm not really interested in investing into something that will go down. And also I have enough slabs right now. I have the Umbreon, I have what I want, and I don't really need any of those for my collection. I'd prefer to get something that I don't have, something like Pokemon 151, which is, I still feel it's a screaming buy. Everyone you see just agrees with it so heavily. And Pokemon 151 is a crazy good set. I mean, it brought so many people back into the hobby because, of course, it's the original 151 Pokemon. People want to relive their childhood. And when more people enter this hobby after this boom dies out, maybe the second boom, third boom, whatever the next boom is, happens, they're going to go back and say, I want some Pokemon 151. I want to check this out. And they will do exactly that. And I do think it is still a really, really good price, considering it's about the same price as a Crown Zenith pack, maybe a little bit more. But considering how amazing of a set it is, I really do think that Pokemon 151 is a screaming buy. I also want to mention that I'm doing some trades, possibly, I'm trying to set them up, for some more XY era things. Like I'm trying to get a Alakazam Secret Rare, the one with Umbreon and Lugia in the background. That card is phenomenal. I'm trying to get that in a PSA 10. It has risen so much lately. I'm also trying to get a Fates Collide booster box or an Ancient Origins booster box. I know those are like extremely expensive, but I'm trying to get my hands on one of the two. My goal is actually to trade one of these or both these slabs for those products, again, with additional like cards or money, so I can get these boxes that are a lot older, because I do believe that they have some intrinsic value in just their age and their scarcity alone that these cards don't have. I mean, they both have a pop of like 10k in PSA 10, which is absolutely absurd. So I do believe that a lot of XY era sets are going to be doing really, really good soon. Now, in addition to that, a lot of Sun and Moon stuff is going crazy right now. It's like, Unified Minds, we have Unbroken Bonds, and of course, Cosmic Eclipse, which rose like 30% in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, which is absolutely insane. That's ridiculous. That's a joke. The S&P can't even compare to that. And I do believe that a lot of sets are now catching up. And I mean, look, Sword and Shield is a very, very good purchase right now as well, because it's becoming old. It's almost 5 years at this point. I mean, like, Evolving Skies right there, that's almost a 5-year-old set, which is crazy to think about. But I do think it is an opportune time to purchase these Sword and Shield booster boxes. Right now, Scarlet and Violet is in a very, very weird spot, and I don't think I'd pick any up at this moment. Of course, there's some sets like maybe Paradox Rift and Temporal, but even they're pretty expensive for what they are at this point. And I'd personally purchase Surging Sparks, which I have a case of, over anything else, because I'm looking at sets that really have a legacy behind them, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create and find cards that I know will go up, and I know I just am happy to have in my collection because I love them truly. That's my little wrap up on what I bought this week, and hopefully what I want to do in the future, what cards I want to get, and what the market is doing right now. That's my take. I hope you guys have an amazing day and an amazing week. Peace.